Good morning, this is Joanne from Colorado, sitting here in my hummingbird garden, finally getting more flowers blooming. I don't know if I got enough. I have one hanging basket. My zinnias are starting to look good. My other honeysuckle isn't doing much, but this one's still looking good. I'm getting the little salvia, red salvia that came back from seed. These, and they produce a lot of flowers. They are doing pretty good. There's a bunch of them ready to bloom. And next week, first week, this is the Japanese beetles. If you have these things in your garden, I don't want to spray all my flowers because it'll mess it up for my hummingbirds. But a little bit of Dawn dish soap and some water, and you just knock them in. Just kind of put the water bowl underneath and just kind of tap them that direction, and once they hit the water, they're not coming out. Has to have the Dawn dish soap in it a little bit though. Not much. Teaspoon, tablespoon, depends on how much water you have. I would say I got a very, where is it here? Small cup. About 4 ounces. It's got about an ounce in the bottom of it. And maybe 2 ounces, I don't know. Ounce and a half. Just a little squirt of dish soap, and every one I've knocked in there has stayed there, so. Anyway, I hate what they do to my canna leaves, and they have been getting on zinnias and my honeysuckle and everything this year, and salvias. So I've just got to keep an eye on everything, and when I see them, if I wasn't making a video, that one would already be in the water. But anyway, getting some butterflies. And yeah, with these zinnias blooming, and then over here, I have a big pot of zinnias. I have more bees balm. There's some salvias and some more zinnias in there. I have some more salvia, hot lips, lantana in this pot. And I have on the back side of it, I planted a firecracker plant, Vermillionaire. And I moved a pot full of salvia down there by the gate, and it's going to have a bright red canna in the center of it, and just a boatload of those purple salvia. There's the cat mint down there on the bottom. The hyssop, hummingbird mint, is starting to bloom. And that will get loads and loads of blooms. So hopefully, it's starting to bloom now. So hopefully in the next week, and this one here is starting to bloom. It's another color. Anyways, tons of those little flowers. I didn't have the money to go buy plants this year. I bought a couple, but that's it. And so I had to wait for these. Had to wait for the perennials to come back and bloom, or things to recede. And that bird's bath is kind of in the middle of what I was going to show you, but there's a whole bunch of the red salvia all around that canna. And they get really tall and they get lots of blooms. And I just let them come up really thick in those pots. This Vermillionaire is looking good, and the black-chinned hummingbird comes to it real often here. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up any minute here. Just finished this bird bath, or this fountain. It's more of a fountain than a bird bath, but the little birds definitely will be getting drinks out of the little trays there. Just advertised it yesterday, I don't know, around 11:30 in the morning, and there's 12 people wanting it. So my son did good designing this one. It was a lot of work though. We did it with foam, coated it with cement, kept having to put more and more layers on, trying to raise it and keep everything level. And so yeah, between cement, hot glue, and foam, it's much lighter. It's still not real light, but it's much lighter. But I think I finally got it flowing right. So I'm happy about it going out the door. Lots of bees balm here. And yeah, the hummingbirds do come to this one real regularly. Had a lot of females come through. I think they're the ones that went up north, way up north, and they're headed back south early. So anyways, I am making, I took apart this is a bird feeder that my son made, and a great big wind came and just blew it out of the tree, and it kind of busted some little pieces off of it, but I took and cut the bottom off. He had a nice bird feed tray, and it's over there in the top of that, and it's a bubbling bird bath, and the birds like it. I just unplugged it at the moment, so the water's not up in it. I have a hummingbird swing on one side, and then I got these little iris shaped 2-ounce hummingbird feeders coming, and I am going to hang 4 of them in between the little posts. And my son made this for me on his 3D printer. He designed it and everything, but up inside that top there is a place to screw in or connect a 3D GoPro or 360-degree GoPro camera. And so if I can just put that up in there, fill it with nectar, and then let the hummingbirds come. I'm sure some will be glad to sit on that little swing while they're feeders, right next to the feeders, and just keep an eye on things. But I'm eager to hang it up there on the tree. They have their favorite spots. This is one of them, and this is one of them. And so I am going to hang it in one of those spots and see how that works. Or my other choice would be to hang it under this eave. And that's a consideration. If it keeps the other birds and squirrels from trying to hop on it. We'll see. But I think with the swing and stuff, it would be nice to have it in this tree. So that'll probably be where it ends up, is right there. So that is what I've been doing. And yeah, that hummingbird, the male at least, comes through here every 10-15 minutes usually. So I might have missed him while I was talking. I don't know. I didn't hear him. And that's the cool thing about those hummingbirds, especially the black-chinned males. The ruby-throated males, man, you can hear them too. But anyway, you can hear them usually whistle while they work, while they fly through the air. Anyways, I am so happy to see flowers, and more flowers that hummingbirds love, because I would rather have that than have the summer hummingbirds come and no flowers and them to have to just wonder. Thing is I need to get more flowers in the front yard blooming for the hummingbirds, and well, I just don't want to take a bunch of them out of these pots, but I need to do something, because hummingbirds need to know I'm still here. And yeah, their flower pots up there in the front are not. Usually I have 2 hanging baskets right on the corner of the yard for them, and they're not there. I did hang a little ball full of cotton for nesting supplies for them and a feeder there. So hopefully that will tell them that I am still here. But I may need to hang about 3 more feeders up there on that corner, just to make sure that they know that there's plenty of food and flowers back here. They say that they know exactly where they've been feeding and where they were born, and you know where they come to every year. So as long as they remember my backyard, I've got a big fence around it. As long as they remember the backyard and come looking for the flowers, they'll, I think, be happy by the time they get here in a few days. So I am excited. Usually I have up to 30 hummingbirds in the yard at a time. And oh, they're so much fun to watch. I can't even tell you how much fun. Especially when I'm a photographer and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for them to get here this year. And my cameras that I have always been able to work just fine, I've put out there and had them do all kinds of strange things. I had one that would usually take a 30-minute video and then it would start over on another one. And that one decided to just take 1-minute videos and loop them. So I had 80 videos in a day. I had to go through one at a time in the birds baths. And I've made some little, let's see if I can, this right here. It's on a rod. It's got a little magnet inside. My son got me a very small, it's about a 2-inch by less than 1-inch camera. And it's got a magnet that sticks to, or a base that it can stick to that has more power for it. It overheats really fast in the sun, but I made these on little wire things that I can just prop in the dirt or stick down in the dirt facing flowers, and hopefully I'm going to get some really cool pictures of hummingbirds this year. I kind of, wait until I have more than just a few. I have put it out there a few times, but the camera is overheated before I've gotten pictures of the hummingbirds. I did actually have it out there the other day when one came to the flowers right in front of it, and I have not checked yet to see what kind of pictures I got. I guess something changed my schedule all of a sudden, so. And my dad is going to come visit a bit, so I have not seen him for a very long time. He's 90 years young, and he's just at that age where I wish he was with somebody that could just look after him. We still rent. We're still trying to find a way to pay our rent on a regular basis, and my husband's job is not doing that great. They're new management that wants to replace everybody older and slower with people that are younger and fast. And after being all busted up for 4 years, just not quite at the speed he was when he was 19, 21. So we're looking for a job where he can let his experience do the talking, and hopefully very soon. So I guess that's all we're up to for the moment. My little Hummer. Hummer that's been coming here every few minutes. And the female, I don't know where she's at. She might be sitting on a nest somewhere and just going to a feeder that's really close by. She comes, but not really, really often. And I think we had a few that nested in the neighbor's tree a while back. A few weeks back, maybe a month ago already. Month and a half. Anyways, she doesn't seem to be around at the moment. Oh, I don't know if you caught that on there, but the hummingbird was behind those plants and just buzzed out the top there of the picture. But I will be back, hopefully, with a very lot of hummingbird pictures. A whole lot of them really soon. And this year, I don't know, it seemed like last year when I was making their nectar, I was making out of the pure cane sugar. 1 cup of sugar and 4 cups of water. And you just have to at least dissolve 1 cup of the sugar, or of hot water in with the sugar, so it is completely dissolved. But then when you're done, you can mix in the cold water, and then you can put it in the feeders right away. But back to my mixture. I was changing out the nectar. I need to change it at least every other day because we've had so much heat. The thing of it is, it seemed like it always just had a clean smell to it. And I don't know if it's just here because of the heat, or if something to do with something that's getting in them. I clean them with very hot water and a clean brush that I only use for hummingbird feeders. And I rinse them really well in hot water. And then I just put the fresh nectar in and hang it out. The sugar water, when I bring it in, I usually smell it just to make sure it wasn't rancid. And 2.5 days, and it's just been smelling really strong. And I don't know if it's, I went from the cane sugar to just the regular granulated sugar that I think is made from the sugar beets. But I don't know if they've changed something in the sugar or if there's something in the water, but it shouldn't smell that strong. So I went back and I bought a bag of cane sugar, pure cane sugar. I'm going to try that in the nectar, because if it smells fresh and it's clean and it smells good, the hummingbirds can tell. They get up next to the feeder and they go up close like they're going to take a drink, and then they fly away. And if they do that a couple of times, they're going to go find somebody else's nectar that they like. And a lady had told me that she changed it every day. I think she said she changed it every day, and she had a lot of hummingbirds. And I said, well, you keep up the good work, because I am sure that you'll have hummingbirds that'll come. Um, I like to put about 8 feeders up, and love seeing all the little birdies come flying over. These trees are dying, but okay, sorry. Filled up that tree full, and then they went over to this tree, and they went over to this tree. I've got 2 feeders over there, but man, they drain them quick. I've got to get some more bird food, but I'm just trying to keep up with people food at this moment. If I can get some more bird bass sold, though, I go get them some more bird seed because they are about out. Oh, if they go away, then, you know, they might find water closer to where they go. They still come in and dip into my bird bass very often, especially around 3 every day and around 8 every morning, and usually right before bedtime, right before dark. So we made this bird bath. It's another one of my son's ideas. Anyways, it has lights underneath it, LEDs that light up all kinds of different colors. It's a pretty cool one. However, the lights, they said, were waterproof. You could put them in a pool. But it said the connector, which is right there in that little plastic box, they said that connector had to be plugged in the house. Well, it's kind of ridiculous to have a swimming pool and run a cord all the way in the house, or a swimming pool close enough so you can get that little cord right next to the lights and get it plugged in the house. So we did the next best thing. I tried to make a waterproof box, and tried to waterproof everything and coated all the lights in resin just to make sure. And then it has a little remote control and you can change the lights. It looks pretty cool at night. So purple or blue usually are our favorite colors. But in the meantime, I need to go accomplish a few other things for the day. But I'm going to be set up for taking good pictures of my hummingbirds as soon as I get a bunch more here. In the meantime, I'll just try to get a decent video of my birds and the bird baths. I keep selling their bird baths and making more. I just finished this like yesterday. So actually I just finished it today because I redid a couple little things on it, make them better. This one the birds come to. This is a hummingbird one. Finches stop at it, but not as often. My little log one that I've made so many of them, I sold, and then the birds were lost. I mean, they love that bird bath. So in the meantime, I hurried up. In a couple days I made them another one, got it all hooked up, and they're all happily taking their baths in there again. So anyways, today I'm gonna go for now. I've got people coming to look at bird baths, and I need to make another one for somebody a long ways away that wanted me to hang on to this one, and I said, nah, it's not gonna last that long. Besides that, I need to sell it, so we will be working on another one, and hopefully you'll like it as much as people like this one. So have a great day. I will be back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. You guys have been awesome. If there's anything I can do for any of you, or, you know, make some pictures available, or some cards, or maybe a little clay hot pot holder for the table or something, you know, with hummingbirds on it, let me know what kind of ideas you have. And I'd like to be able to do something special with my hummingbird pictures for all of my awesome viewers. You guys have always been good to me, and you always have something bright, cheerful to say, and I really appreciate it. We've been through a lot around here, and sometimes it just does a whole lot to have somebody say something nice and a hello from a ways away, and just know you care, and you come back and check out our videos and our birds and the garden. Anyways, I wish I could make a garden for every one of you like this. I'd love to see some of your gardens. I'll bet you have some that blow mine away. But anyway, in the meantime, we do the best we can and just enjoy having a beautiful, peaceful place to watch the birds and rest and think in peace. It's enjoyable. You need one, if for nothing else, just to have a peaceful place to rest and drink your coffee. Have a great day. Bye-bye.